Good morning students. In this video we will discuss about population. What is population? It is a group of interbreeding individuals. It is a group of interbreeding individuals of same species in a geographical area who share and compete for the similar resources. But here the term interbreeding applies only for sexual reproduction. It implies only for sexual reproduction, but a group of individuals also comes through asexual reproduction, and that group of individuals also considered as population. For example, all rats in abundant area or abundant dwellings, that is one of the best example for population. And also teak wood trees in a forest tract, it is also one of the example for population. And a bacteria in a culture medium is also one of the example for population. And lotus plants, lotus in a pond, it is also one of the example for population. It is also one of the best example for population. Population is a group of similar individuals of a species in a geographical area, that is called population. And group of individuals or group of interbreeding individuals or inbreeding individuals, that is considered as population. And these are some examples for population. And population has certain qualities. Population has certain qualities that an individual does not have. For example, an individual, it may have birth or it may have death. But population has birth rates and death rates. Birth rates and death rates are usually absent in individual organism, and these certain qualities present only in case of population. And these rates are usually they are considered per capita area. These rates are considered as per capita area. For example, and how we calculate the birth rates and death rates of various different populations. For example, in a pond there are 20 lotus plants last year, and 8 lotus plants comes through or they are added through reproduction. And what is the current population? Taking the current population is 20 lotus plants in a pond. And what is the birth rate of lotus plants in a pond? That is 8 by newly formed individuals by number of previous individuals. Then the birth rate of lotus plants is 0.4% per lotus per year. This is the birth rate of lotus plants. And for example, in a laboratory condition there are 40 fruit flies. There are 40 fruit flies present, and out of 40 fruit flies, 4 fruit flies are dead during the 1 week period. Then what is the death rates of fruit flies? Then we consider 4 by 40. Then it is 0.1%. This is the death rate. This is the death rate of fruit flies per week. And these are the birth rates. These are the methods to calculate birth rates and death rates of various populations. And there is another quality of population, that is sex ratio. If individual has male or female, but population has number of males and number of females, or sex ratio. And these are the certain qualities: birth rates, death rates and sex ratio. These are the certain qualities that has only population, and these certain important qualities individual organism does not have. The next important topic is age groups. A population has ecologically 3 age groups: pre-reproductive age group, reproductive age group, reproductive and post-reproductive age groups. These are the 3 ecological age groups of any population. If any population has more number of pre-reproductive individuals and reproductive individuals, then post-reproductive individuals, then the population shows positive growth. This population increases. If any population has all these group of individuals evenly balanced, then the population neither grow or nor decline. If any population has more number of reproductive and post-reproductive individuals than pre-reproductive individuals, then the population shows positive, negative growth. Population has ecologically three groups: pre-reproductive, reproductive, and post-reproductive. If any population has more number of young groups, then the population shows positive growth or it always increases. If any population has equal number of pre-reproductive and reproductive individuals, then the population neither increases nor decreases. If any population has more number of reproductive individuals than pre-reproductive individuals, then the population shows negative growth. It means population declining. And what is here, we should understand that what is age pyramid. What is age pyramid? It is a graphical representation. It is a graphical representation of various age groups of population with pre-reproductive individuals at base, pre-reproductive individuals at base, reproductive individuals at middle, and post-reproductive individuals at top. And this graphical representation is called age pyramid. It is the graphical representation of various age groups of population with pre-reproductive individual at base, reproductive individuals at middle, and post-reproductive individuals at top. Accordingly, so age pyramids are three types. The first one is triangular age pyramid. Triangular age pyramid, or it is also called expanding population. And in this age pyramid has more number of pre-reproductive individuals than reproductive individuals, and post-reproductive individuals are very fewer. That means this triangle age pyramid always shows positive growth. It is expanding. That's why it is also called expanding population. For example, this is graphical representation. So these are the pre-reproductive individuals. Pre-reproductive individuals always they are at base, and they are reproductive individuals. The reproductive individuals usually they are at middle, and they are post-reproductive individuals. So post-reproductive individuals are again fewer. They always reduce because they are unable to reproduce. That's why the number is very low. And this population always shows positive growth, hence it is also called expanding population. This is also called expanding population. In triangular age pyramid, if you observe this, then it appears like triangles, hence it is called triangular. Triangular age pyramid has more number of pre-reproductive individuals than reproductive, and post-reproductive individuals are very fewer. That's why this population always expand, and hence it is called expanding population. And second one is bell-shaped age pyramid. The second type is bell-shaped age pyramid, and it is also called stable population. And in this, at the one portion, pre-reproductive individuals and post-reproductive individuals are almost similar, and post-reproductive individuals are there again fewer. And this type of population neither decreases nor increases, hence it is also called stable population. In this type of population, number of birth rates equals to number of death rates. In bell-shaped population age pyramid, the number of pre-reproductive individuals and reproductive individuals are almost equal at some portion, and post-reproductive individuals are again they are fewer, and this population it neither increases nor decreases, so it's stable. It shows stable growth, hence it is called stable population. And the third one is H pyramid. Last type is urn-shaped. Urn-shaped H pyramid. And it is also called declining population. And in this type, pre-reproductive individuals are fewer. Pre-reproductive individuals are fewer than reproductive individuals. And post-reproductive individuals again, they are very few number. These are the pre-reproductive individuals and they are reproductive individuals and they are again post-reproductive individuals. In this S pyramid, reproductive individuals are more than pre-reproductive individuals. Then the population shows negative growth, and it is also called declining, and it is also called declining population. This S pyramid is also called declining population. So according to various age groups, S pyramids are three types: triangular S pyramid, bell-shaped S pyramid, and urn-shaped S pyramid. Triangular S pyramid is also called expanding population, bell-shaped is called stable population, and urn-shaped is called declining population. And positive growth or negative growth, it depends upon number of various age groups of population. This is very important topic for subjective exams. And next topic is population size. Population size. A population size depends on depending upon various characters like natality, number of birth rates, mortality, number of death rates, availability of food, and impact of predation and impact of pesticides, and all these characters. Population size depends upon various factors like natality, mortality, availability of food, impact of predation, and use of pesticides. And population size, it is also called population density. If it is called population density, then it is designated as N. And population density, if you count the total number of species in a particular geographical area, then it gives accurate population density. But sometimes the accurate or the total number of species no need to count. For example, in a forest area, suppose there are 200 Parthenium plants. And only one used banyan tree with large canopy. Now obviously the population density of Parthenium is more than population density of banyan tree if you count the total number of species in a geographical area. But in this condition, we should not forget that the ecological importance of banyan tree. The ecological importance of banyan tree is more than ecological importance of 200 Parthenium plants. So that's why in such conditions, a population density, the most or important meaningful of population density, that is percent cover or area cover or the biomass. Biomass is the exact meaning of population density in such conditions. Sometimes counting the total number of species it is not possible. It not possible, or sometimes it take very time consuming process. At such conditions, the biomass is considered as a total number, no need to count, and biomass considered as the population density of the particular species. Or in some cases, indirect population density also counted by various activities. For example, for indirect population density, the best example is tiger census. Tiger census only depends on footprints and fecal pellets. This is the indirect population density of various species. And next one is population growth. Population population is always keep changing in its character. It is not static. It keep change always. So whatever may be changes occurred in population, but the population growth mainly depends on four characters. Four characters: natality, mortality, immigration, and emigration. So these are the four important characters which determines the population growth or population density. So population density is also designated as n, and this is the population density, and this is natality. Natality means natality always positive, for this is mortality, and this is immigration, and this is emigration. This is the one of the flow chart for population density, and these four characters determines the population density. What is natality? Natality means it is the total number of birth rates in a particular geographical area in a given time period. If number of births increases, then automatically population density will increases. That's why natality or number of birth rates is always first place for population density. Next, mortality. What is mortality? It is the number of deaths in a particular geographical area during the given time period. So that's why mortality always it decreases the number of species in a population. Next, immigration. What is immigration? Number of individuals come into the habitat. In a geographical area during the given time period, that is called immigration. So immigration also increase the number of species in a particular population. Then emigration. So what is emigration? It is the number of individuals gone elsewhere from the habitat. Number of individuals of a species gone elsewhere from the habitat. So that's why it is also decrease the number of individuals in a particular population of any species. If population density at time t n, then its density at time t1. What is the population density at time t1? That is nt plus 1 equals to nt birth rates plus immigration minus death rates plus immigration. So this is the equation for population density at time t1. If population density at time t, that is n. Population density means number of species, total number of species by space into 100, that is called the population density. If population density at time t designated as n, then what is its density at time t plus 1? That is nt plus 1 equals to nt birth plus immigration minus death plus